Hi everyone, welcome to your front desk training, and today we're learning about how to take reservations. In this training session, we are going to cover 4 main topics. Number 1, how guests can make reservations. Number 2, some things to keep in mind when you are making reservations. Number 3, how to make a reservation. And number 4 is how to update the status of a reservation. There are 2 ways on how a guest can make a reservation at Pinstripes. The first way is through online on our website. This is great because it's convenient for the guest and more information is readily available at their fingertips, such as hours of operation, address, etc. The second way is over the phone. They would establish a personal connection with Pinstripes, and they also have the ability to ask questions that come to mind. Now, there are some things to keep in mind while you are taking a reservation over the phone. The first one is the needed skills. You need skills such as customer service, like smiling through the phone, decision making decisions while looking at the information at hand, communication skills in how you use your words and how they matter, and organizational skills to make sure that you are organized and thinking clearly. And the second one is basic information. We need to get the right information for all our reservations, whether it's the guest name, date and time of the reservation, guest count, and contact information. So now let's go through how to actually enter the reservation into the system. Okay, so first we're going to go to 7rooms.com/login, and we're going to put in our username and our password to log into the system. From there, we're going to go into a landing page that automatically goes to today and then looks at all the reservations that are happening in-house. However, in this case, we're going to add a new reservation, so we're going to go to the top right corner and click on the blue button, Add Reservation. We're going to make sure that we're in the right venue, so we're in Georgetown, DC Bistro, and click on the date that the guest wants to make a reservation for. We're going to ask the guest how many guests are in their party, so in this case, it'll be a 4-top. And on this date, this will show you what times we have available for 4 people to dine in the bistro. So let's ask the guest what time they would like to come, and in this case, it's going to be 6 p.m. From there, we're going to ask the guest for their information. So we are going to search the client database. You can search through their name, their phone number, or their email to quickly find them if they have ever made a reservation in any Pinstripes location. This case, we're going to search for Lita, and my name pops up, and I'm going to verify that this is the Lita, same Lita, at 617-970-9084, and the client says yes. If I need to click on anything and change any of the client's information in the database, I'd be more than happy to. Please make sure that the email address is correct, because after we make the reservation, the guest will receive an email confirmation with their reservation information. From there, we're going to go to payment. In this case, because it's 4 guests in the party, we don't need a credit card information, so we're going to override. However, if it's a party of 6 or more, we do take credit card information on file. It's not charged at the moment. However, if the guest cancels within 24 hours of the reservation time or they don't show up, that is when the card will be charged $10 per guest. And then from there, we're going to ask the guest if there's any additional details about their reservation. So they might be here for the steak night promo that's on Tuesday. They might be also here for maybe a special occasion. So they might be celebrating a birthday. So this is an easy way to distinguish what guests are here for what reason. There's also a space for us to be able to type in any kind of loose notes about the reservation that we would want any of the managers or hosts to know at that time. The table will auto-assign to what table is best to use in the bistro, and it'll show you who this reservation was booked by. This will then send a booking notification to the email address, as stated previously. It will also send a reminder text message to the guest 24 hours before the reservation, and it will also send a feedback email to get after the reservation is done. And from there, we're going to click on Book Reservation, and then we see that the client's information is there for Georgetown Bistro on Friday, November 19th at 6 p.m. for 4 guests, and all of the tags are in there. The guest can now go into their email inbox and they just received the reservation information in their email inbox. And this also states their name, the date, and for 4 guests at 6 p.m. for the bistro. From here, the guest has the options to modify the reservation, cancel the reservation, and also add it to their personal calendar. It also lists the location's address as well. And now let's go through how to update the status of a reservation. There are times when we will need to update the status of the reservation. So in this case, we will search for that same date and find the reservation that we are updating. So here we are with Lita Ahn's reservation. Double click into this, and from here we can go to the top left corner. Right now the status is listed as booked. However, if we would like to confirm the reservation, which is customary to do at least 24 hours in advance of the reservation, that would be great. If the guest would like to cancel it, that's great. So there are different ways to update what status that reservation is in. We will change it to confirmed and X out of it. And now we will switch to the right, and this reservation is now confirmed. So that's training today on how to take reservations. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Now, there are some things to keep in mind while you are taking a reservation over the phone. The first one is the needed skills. You need skills such as customer service, like smiling through the phone, decision making decisions while looking at the information at hand, communication skills in how you use your words and how they matter, and organizational skills to make sure that you are organized and thinking clearly. And the second one is basic information. We need to get the right information for all our reservations, whether it's the guest name, date and time of the reservation, guest count, and contact information.